Hi, hopefully the wind noise won't be too much. This is history story number 66, and it wants to know if you went to college, what school did I attend, and what kind of memories do I have. So I went to University of Utah. Interestingly enough, we joined the church in 71, September of 71. Actually, September 11th, 1971. In 72, we came out to Utah to go through the Logan Temple. And in 73, we came out and I started school. We couldn't afford to go to school in New Jersey, too expensive, but could afford to go to school in Utah. I came as a non-matriculating student. I didn't even know what that meant, but I soon found out that I wasn't getting any credit for any of the classes, and I wasn't a resident, and so two things starting off poorly. So I had to do well in school to become matriculating, meaning that I could get credits towards my degree, and the in-state tuition was really important. We really did move here. We didn't come just for school, although that was the initial goal. And I, I, I had tried to get a job or talk to people about jobs beforehand, and that saved us because I was able to get a letter from a real estate guy that I had talked to. I had been doing real estate in New Jersey, and I had a letter from correspondence from him, and I took it to the school, and they gave me in-state tuition. That made a really big difference. So we came out here. I was 27, 28 years old when I started college. I had to get through it. I couldn't not complete it. And so we got going right away and went year round. Every summer that I was here. I had math that I had to catch up on. I was behind in math, so I actually took 3/4 of math, a full year of math, to get to the entry level math. Well, we started in September, and the first summer that I was here, I just barely was catching up on math, and there was a computer class that I needed to take, and I took it in the summer, and oh my goodness, that was hard. I was in a college class they allowed high school seniors and juniors that were kids that were smart, that they could come and take this, what it would be to them as an introductory computer class, what to me was a computer class that I desperately needed. I didn't think of it immediately, but it didn't take any time at all to find out that those young kids set the pace. Here I'm 27, they're 16, 17. They loved computers. I had no background in computers. They were eating my lunch. I just had to struggle through that class. I worked so hard in that class. I got through it, and I'm okay. And ultimately, I worked with computers, and there was no problem. But that was the hardest class. So I treated school like work. I went, I stayed. I typically took the bus, read on the bus, came home at night, and then I had family. And when I had tests, I would take, I couldn't stay up at night. I would get too tired. So I would get up early, like maybe 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, and then study. And we had a little place carved out in the laundry room. I had an army desk in there and a one lamp, and I would go in there surrounded by clothes. It was like a little cave, and I would study there early morning before I go to school. I had to work very hard in college. I didn't get anything easy. I had to study everything, and I had to, especially math was very hard for me. I'd get tutoring, and it was a struggle, but it was a job. I had to get it done. We could not give up at any point. I did a couple things. I was a president of the Veterans Association. I got to meet Gerald Ford. Um, he called us up, and we jumped over some fence, and Secret Service about took us down. Uh, we were able to ask him questions. There was something pending in Congress. I asked him a question. I said, well, that's not exactly true, his response, and it wasn't. And the reporters jumped on me right away. Said, you calling the president a liar? So I'm on camera being asked if I'm calling the president a liar. Because I was in the president of the Veterans Association, I got offered a job on campus as a veterans advisor or something. I don't really remember anymore. It was a good job. We'd been struggling for a couple of years because no income, basically, just a GI Bill. And we talked about, should I take this job? It was a good job. And talked about it and ultimately decided no. We came here to go to school for engineering and we're going to do that. So my entire time in school was study, take tests, and then go home to family and work occasionally when I could sneak something else in. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Very, very hard, but very, very worthwhile. Graduated with a degree in civil engineering and went on and worked in civil engineering after that for about 16, 17 years. And so I just totally appreciated the GI Bill. I'd been in the service and I was entitled to it and used it, and that made it possible. So that's it. It was a lot of work, and I didn't have extracurricular. I had family, and we went in with 2 children when we started school, and we finished. We had 4 children. So it was just a great run. Had a great time. So glad I did it.